Hello, good evening, good afternoon. How are we all doing? Can you hear me okay and see me okay? Did I remember to unmute stuff? I think I did. Had a very slightly panicky start to today, but we're here. A few minutes late. That's the main thing. AV is 10 out of 10. Yeah. Okay, I am going hunting with Mr. Sommy this afternoon. That's the plan for this afternoon.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
I think from now on, 2 p.m. will be the normal start time for Saturday stream, Cuzzy. Have you just made that up, mate? Right. Two things. One, the plan for today is gonna do the hunter till about 6 o'clock, about 4 hours of hunting, and then I'm gonna eat some food, and then we're gonna carry on with the 7 days to die challenge that we did last week, if you remember. 7 days to die challenge. We're gonna ramp up the difficulty quite a bit this time, so we're gonna have a lot more zombies coming in than we did on the 7th day, and the zombies will be harder because it's the second wave. It's the second 7th day, so and I've got a frozen shoulder, which is really annoying me. Start time is always squirrel the clock. I like that. It's good. It works for me. Northern Alex, thank you for the host. Main, thank you for 23 months. Bro, can't with the resume. Ainsley with 2 years. Happy anniversary, Ainsley. Thank you for 2 years. T Dark Elf. Hello, Paul. 2 months subbed. Thanks for the awesome gaming. You're welcome, Dark Elf. I thought the last 2 Saturdays started at 2. Yes, but because of the last 2 Saturdays... No, not the last 2. Yet last Saturday was a long weekend of streaming, as is this Saturday. So I started it a bit later so I could have a bit of a lie-in. That's why I did it. Skelly, no, not today. I'll be playing Euro Truck tomorrow. On Sunday Night Trucking. Anyway, let me introduce you to Mr. Asami.
Mr. Squirrel.
That's a fine rifle you've got there, sir.
It's pretty, isn't it?
So, guys, the community rifle, if you took part in the community event, unlocked. And that is, look at that, the Stradivarius, the 243 Stradivarius, which is like a wonderfully engraved wooden stock with a prancing deer on it, which looks fantastic.
It's the detail is absolutely fantastic, and it's modelled really, really nicely.
Yeah, especially a different rifle in the game. I like it. They should do more of that.
Well, it was nice to do it as a community challenge as well, wasn't it?
I think, yeah, I think it's the first time they've done that as well. It's like a new thing.
Yeah, the Hunt Club beta thing is their recent launch, isn't it? But I think it's nice. You know, it's a community thing, then, right?
Why than saying it doesn't have a trigger? I can see your trigger finger doesn't. Oh yeah, it has a trigger from this angle though.
It certainly does.
Jorgen from Norway, 33 months. Nice to be back to streams after getting Christmas holiday ruined by high fever and heavy cold. Oh no! Going to watch the whole stream. Welcome back, Jorgen. Nothing worse than being ill at Christmas. The Gerpster! With the first sub of the day, Gerpster. Welcome, thank you. Welcome to the house, Gerpster. Munro, 14 months. Not as good as 15, but better than 13. So I've got the 338. I can't see what you can see, but I've got the 338, which is the bigger gun.
The bigger gun. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I finally unlocked the 338 rifle. So we're going to fire in the testing range. It's a bit of a hand cannon, this. I don't think it's very accurate, though, but I'll be able to tell on the range.
Yeah, so I've got enough money and points to unlock that rifle, but I'm waiting for Paul to give the final say, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
I'll stick with my 7mm for now, and we'll see how things go.
What's the range set to?
150 meters.
150 meters. Wait, what line am I in? 6.
Yeah, yeah. Aisle 6. That's on target.
Yeah, that was accurate to 150 meters. Hey, Mrs. Frosty. Hey, Bugsy. Alright, well this is accurate to 150, so I think we should push it out a little bit. I like how you crouch walk around.
Yeah.
You're actually 6 inches off the floor. That's amazing.
Well, the skills are real, mate. Do you want to go for the full 300 or do you want to step it up in 50s?
Let's go to... let's go to 300. There should be some drop on 300. Yeah, this floor is weird, because you basically walk on the upper part of it. I don't know. You go prone and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, you are. Oh, I see. So, like, the deck level on the side is the level of the floor. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, so you're shooting your 338, and I've got my 7mm, and that's... Hang on, reset, put my personal score.
Happy anniversary.
So this is double the distance, so it's twice the drop, but there's no drop initially, right?
300 mil. There should be a drop after 200, so we should see a bit of a drop. Yeah, if you aim for the top of the black circle, it should get about correct.
Yeah.
Adam, we're playing Hunter till 6, and then we're doing the 7 Days to Die challenge on extra hard difficulty. This is still pretty accurate, actually. Like, the rounds are going where I'm aiming.
Yeah.
Jimmy! Save
That's
Latin.
5 shots on target, and I've got a score of 4-4, so...
24
I don't
months.
consider that too bad.
24 months, 2 years, get in. Gonna lurk a bit while playing the Hunter myself. Thanks for getting me into this game. You're welcome, Jimmy. Thank you for 2 years. Golden Acorn hype. That sounded different.
That did, yeah.
Well, okay, so that's accurate to 300, no problem. Do you want to push it back a bit?
Well, if we go for the full 5, I seem to remember we were aiming for the center of the number, or the bottom of the number. I can't remember now.
Crikey, that's far away.
That was the bottom of the number, and that was low, so...
Yeah, I see what you mean. Jeez, that drop off.
That was just about the middle of the number-ish.
Yeah, so 500, you're looking at almost, for me, almost 1 mark on the range, on the third scope.
Yeah, for me, it's half.
It's more for me, I think. Happy New Year, Ray Kirk. Let's go for 1 full.
So, in realistic terms, the 7mm and the 338 are performing pretty much the same then.
Just a bit weird.
Yeah. In theory, you should have larger caliber, so a heavier bullet, so you've got a larger weight, but you've got more powder, so it's that kind of compensation between the two then, isn't it?
I think the gun's becoming inaccurate. Yeah, it is. I think the spread's gone up at 500mm for this. Yours is more consistent, I think.
Yeah.
I'm basically going for like a half bar drop.
Yeah, which is about... I'm between the crosshair and the first dot.
Yeah, it's about 3/4 of a bar for me at 500 meters,
Right. Okay.
from what I can work out. Did the game get an update to those HUDs only available in the shooting range? That top right is a shooting range thing. No points. Ooh. That is a heck of a drop for 50 meters.
Yeah, I seem to remember that we were doing that last time.
Wowzers.
Happy anniversary.
Also, if you look at the wind, I think the wind's blowing to the right.
Yeah, I haven't got wind on what. So what have you got now then? Because you've got 2 extra skills than me now, I think.
Oh, does it not show... Wait, on your compass, it's not showing the wind?
Oh yeah, I've got the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, the wind's blowing to the right a bit. Although, bizarrely, on my display, it's saying that the wind is... Wait a sec. Two and a half meters behind us. 2.5 meters per second behind. Like, as in... Yeah, it's about right. 2.5 meters a second is blowing towards the target. But on my compass, it shows like it's going right slightly.
Yeah. So was that an extra perk point that you used then?
Yeah. You have to choose between that. Like, it's one of those skills that you can spend on this, or there's another one that you toggle it between.
What, the short range 0 and the long range 0?
Let's have a look.
Or the windage one?
Which one is that? A perk?
Isn't it a perk under
Windage,
rifle? Yeah. Windage in the bottom right.
Yeah, it's weird. It's on rifle, but when I use the bow, I can access it. So how does that work?
Because it says when in aim mode with any weapon.
But it's under rifle. Okay. Ability to gauge lateral wind direction and speed when in aim mode with any weapon. Yes, I've got that one turned on. I've got both points in zeroing as well now, but I haven't got a zeroing rifle, I don't think. Actually, isn't the 338 a zeroing rifle?
I thought you could zero all of them. It just depends on the distance. So how do you do that?
Good question. Let's ask chat. How do you do zeroing, chat?
Because if I set that for 300, surely you should be able to zero that to 300 now. You press F.
You hold F down, and then it gives you a reading. You have to hold it down for like 4 or 5 seconds.
Alright.
Don't see a control for this. Open skills, bugs. Trying to play firm bus, cuzzy.
Did you leave the kettle on, Paul?
What? It's gone misty.
It's gone a little bit misty. The 300-meter targets are a bit hard to see.
I'm trying to work out why we don't have a key for changing the zeroing.
Do you not then hold down F and then like scroll or something?
Yeah, but when you hold F, it does the wind thing, doesn't it? Yeah, if you hold F down, you just get a wind reading. Nothing in here.
you can't have both, either wind or zeroing. So do you have to switch it in your perk menu?
But I've got both. That's the thing. Oh, you make it... Ah, you click and that was it. Yeah. You click and make it active. And then you don't get the wind zeroing.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Now we've got F. You keep pressing F and it'll set it to what range have you got it on?
And 300 meters now.
So the most you can do 75, 300 or 150. So you can't even do anything beyond that.
So if you now go 300.
Yep.
Yeah. And then curiously, if I put 150 on, in theory, you're shooting high, right?
Well, I'll try 150 to make sure. Apparently that... Okay. And
Yeah,
I'll
that's
put it
the
on
target.
300.
No, that's a target at 150.
Yeah.
Move the targets.
Yeah, I got 6 points then.
Is that 6 points high or low? Yeah, 6 points high, isn't it?
Hang on, I need to reset this. It's all covered in dots. Right, so what have you set the range for?
The range is 150 meters.
Right, so this is a 150 shot.
Yeah. On target.
And then I'll do a 300 shot.
In theory, you need to be shooting at the bottom of the target now, don't you? The bottom of the ball.
No, I'll zero it for 300 and then we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, so look at that. That's high now.
Yeah, I don't get your dots, I just get your score.
Okay, well, it basically hit between the 7 and 8. So it hit high, which is what you'd expect because it's now aiming higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I do 75... Apparently that's still accurate. Because it's so close, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said there's much difference between that and that. So, yeah. Okay.
What's the point in
Well, at
changing
least it
meters? What are you missing, Rye? Okay, so basically when you shoot a round out of a rifle, it basically, gravity takes effect, and it also slows down, so it starts to arc like that. First 150, 200 meters, it more or less goes exactly where you aimed it, but then if something's like 300 meters away, it drops like this. So what you can do, you can either aim higher, yeah? So you aim your rifle up so that the arc will hit where you want it to hit. Or you zero the rifle, which basically does the same thing. It changes the position of what you're aiming. It does the tilting for you, which is what you call zeroing. So you say, my target is 300 meters away. I will set my scope for 300 meters. So now when I look down the target, I just aim at what I want, and it's already arcing, if you like. So it drops and hits the target. That's the point of it. What about the dots on the scope, Whiteland? Well, I don't know how this thing is gauged. That's the problem. So this is at 150. If I set that at 150... I mean, the first 200 meters, there's no drop anyway. No, that's not how you don't load powder into a shot, Luke, do you? You buy a round. You don't load the powder into it. You buy a round. You buy a magazine with rounds in it, and you put a round in and you shoot your gun. You don't, like, get your musket out and start packing it with gunpowder. So have you been so awful at hunting that some refuse to go out the wilderness unless you train to be a better shot? Oh, cuz you're so funny. So it makes it actually zeros automatically versus manually. Well, if you look here, yeah, if I press the F key, and you see the meter changing, that is my current zeroing. So I can zero for 300 maximum. So if I aim at something 300 meters away, when that's on 300, it'll hit. But what I'm saying is, look, if I get up and reset this, yeah. So what's the range currently set at? 150?
Yeah.
So if I change the zeroing on my gun to 150 and hit a target 150 meters away, if I aim for the red dot, it hits. See, look at the where it hit up. But if I change my zeroing and say I'm aiming for something 300 meters away, basically now what's going to happen is the bullet is going to be arced up a little bit. So when I aim for something that's only 150 away, it's going to hit high because it's allowing for a drop for a 300 meter target. Do you see what's happening? You prefer to use rocket launchers in this game. That's not really hunting, that's more obliterating. Okay, can you bring it back and we can do some more bowing because I'm quite interested in how that works.
50.
Well, wind effect applies more the longer the bullet is traveling. So if you hitting something 150 meters away, the wind effect on a round is not much.
Discord or not?
I can hear you, yeah, what's up?
No, that's fine. I couldn't hear myself in the stream just then.
All right. It's not your Discord's playing up again.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I can hear you still.
No, that's fine. Carry on. Ignore me.
Do you know what's interesting? The bow has zeroing on it.
Really?
Yeah, 20, 40, and 60 meter bow, like zeroing. Unbelievable.
So if you go 60 and shoot at that, that should be more accurate than what you were doing, right?
In theory, yeah.
So does that mean that it defaults to 40 meter then?
Probably. Well, you say there's no wind, Liana. Explain how my arrow just got blown off course to the right. If you look at the grass blowing in the wind, you can see it blowing left to right.
Yeah.
And I just aimed dead center of that target and it blew quite a bit to the right.
Wow.
So I would say the wind is definitely affecting these arrows.
I think the arrow is basically like the stab in the heart concept of life, right? So you have to be on top of it in order to be able to hit it, right?
Can you put it on 150 a second? I want to test the wind on the 150 bullet. Because Liana thinks there's nothing on the bullet. I want to make sure. I want to know what we're dealing with.
Do you want to go 300 for proper windage?
Hey, Mr. GT. So you've set that to 500, yeah?
No, that's 150 at the moment. Do you want it on 300?
Put it on
I think.
Yeah, let's go 300. I'm going to zero for 300 and aim center and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yep, that didn't move.
What, so you were slightly off?
No, I aim center. Yeah, well, let me put it this way. That breeze which blew our arrow off course is not affecting that round. So let's push it to 500.
You shouldn't... The wind shouldn't affect a bullet. The wind would affect an arrow, but it shouldn't affect the bullet too much.
Well, you get...
Not over these ranges.
Yeah, not over this distance. I suppose it needs to be more like a kilometer, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I need to aim higher. Yeah, I don't think it's having any effect.
No. So the wind should affect the bullet, but you're only talking... You're just talking at the kilometer stage of life, not 500 meters. Certainly not at the standard, which seems to be 100 meters.
Okay, let's put it back on short range arrows then. Let's see how we can do on the arrows. It's good to know, because when you're hunting, you're like, why did that miss? Well, this is why it missed. Well, Liana, they're not affected over this range in any game, I don't think. I think that's the thing. It's just too short for a round to be affected. Anyway, 60 meters. Well, they're at 50 meters.
Yeah.
So I'm going to aim to the right, left a little bit. Okay. Where is the range? I'll show in a sec.
So what you zeroed at the moment then?
60.
Yeah, and you're doing better than I am, really.
Well, what are you zeroed at?
I haven't got 0 in at the moment, so mine's default, so I'm presuming it's 40 meters.
Hmm. Well, I was aiming slightly upper left of the black circle.
Yeah, I'm aiming like the middle of the number.
We can't bring them any closer, can we?
Nope.
So the rifle range. Let me show you what the rifle range is. So here's your map. In Rathenfeld.
As if.
Bottom right of the
Did you
map.
know the arrows actually go through things?
Go through things.
So if I shot one into the wall here, into the door.
They
and
go
the
through
arrow's
deer
gone-
lungs, I know that.
Well, it's gone through the door, through the gap, and then comes out of the wall the other side.
That's really
That's
cool.
awesome, isn't it?
That's actually really cool. So if we try it on your head.
Doesn't work.
I like that. Apparently I've got a perk point to use. Holding your breath increases zoom using rifles, the iron red dot and
I love how the
holographic signs.
sound is different when it hits it.
Rubbish. Yeah, different audio. It's nice. Archery. Increases the time an arrow can be drawn in aim mode before fatigue sets in. Fatigue will cause an aim wobble followed by disruption of aim. What's handgun do? Ability to reload
I
all
don't know
weapons
about
while
going
running.
through a metal post, though. I think that's a bit OTT.
Decrease wobble while moving in aim mode using any weapon. Using any weapon? Wait, this is bizarre. Like, if you look under archery perks, the second archery perk decreases wobble while moving in aim mode using any weapon.
Yeah, that's what I've now got. That's the one that I've just unlocked.
That's just bizarre. Like, why is that under archery? It should be under general or something.
Well, there isn't a general. That's probably why. So some
No,
of the
it says any
skills,
weapon.
I think you were then looking at the handgun one, weren't you? Which is the ability to reload all weapons while running.
Yeah, that's just
So-
nuts.
Yeah.
And then under handgun, the second tier, damage from all animal attacks is reduced for a short duration after landing a shot on an aggressive animal. So you
Oh.
shoot an aggressive animal, it's not with a handgun, you've done it with your bow, but I don't get it. It doesn't,
Well, like you say, it should be a general category and then and every other.
it
Right.
doesn't make any sense.
So I'm not going to buy the 338 at the moment. We'll see how we get on.
Okay.
Because I've been doing fairly well with my 7mm as of view. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to carry on using the cannon. I'm going to try doing some bowing today as well.
Yeah, okay.
Get up close. Are you getting any data on the Hunt Club betas not getting any rewards, Sniffer? Well, I don't know yet. I got the community thing. I don't know if you claimed that, but we need to find a European bison or a moose and down it with a single shot. That's what we need to focus on. Okay, so the wind is blowing now towards the south, which means we need to spawn in the south and walk north.
Well, you know where we can find bison? That's down at Spreeburg. And that's sort of following the river along. That's where we had a huge hunting session before.
Where the heck is Spree? Oh, there's Spreeburg.
That'd be that place that says Spreeburg.
Okay, so in Schundfeld, is that how you say it? Schonfeld, there's a hut just to the west, and then we can walk north that way.
Yeah, okay.
Because otherwise we're going to be in the middle of Spreeburg, and then we're going to have to walk north to get out the wind or something, I don't know. Or the Spreeburg one and walk west, maybe. The eastern Spreeburg and walk west, we could do that. Do you know what? There's 2 observation towers in Spreeburg we don't have. I think we should go there. So go to the eastern hut in Spreeburg. Yeah, there's a European bison, Skystalker. I don't know if there's a European bison in real life, but there's one in this game. Alright, let's head to the northwest observation tower then. And see what we get.
Take some ammo with me because I've only got one shot.
Mrs. Squirrel has gone to her friends. She's not gone shopping. Oh, there are European bison. Nice. Where do you go? Where can you go to see them? To this reserve or? Lost penguin, no problem, bro, no problem. Sorry to hear that, but, you know, take your time, come back when you're ready. Did I encounter what, Rye? Best thing about this game, auto walk.
So you've got the cannon and your bow, right?
Cannon and bow, correct.
Right, so I've got the cannon, the bow, and the Stradivarius, or whatever it was.
So if we see any deer and stuff, or coyote, I'm going to try and bow that. If we see anything big, like a bear or a bison or a moose, I'm going to cannon it. That's my current plan.
Sounds good.
Some track over here, look. Wait, I need to change my track colours. Because they're different to what I have. I just heard something. What was that?
Yeah, I got the audio, but I didn't get the prompt to say, oh, hang on. Whoa. I do not believe it.
What?
Northeast of me, we've got a pack of European bison.
Okay, give me one sec.
Spotted, can you see?
No, because I'm in a menu. Yes, wow.
Well, that was a bit of luck, wasn't it, Paul? It's almost like I know this map now, isn't it?
So we need to one-shot these to get the challenge. So how far are they? They only look about 100, if that.
I'm going to prone a bit closer, because if we're going to one-shot it, then let's go for it. Do a crawl when all the grass lays down, because it's such an amazingly graphically game.
I've lost eyes on them, one sec.
Spotted. Spotted. Spotted.
I'm just going to head around north a little bit so I've got a better shot. European bison are almost extinct, and together with the American bison, they are only surviving bison species.
A few spines from where I'm sitting, so...
Alright, you've got a clear shot. I don't. I've got trees.
Some tracks in that area earlier this morning. Hold on, I'll send the coordinates.
Just trying to pick out the males, actually.
Oh, there's a deer as well. Look.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a wonderful clean shot now. Wow. So, the one that's probably left for you is my nearest one. I wonder if we could collateral this. Just line it up and just straight through.
Well, I'm going to hopefully go for this male that's laying down.
That's fine. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, there's one right in front of it. Is that the one that you're going for?
It's going to be the one that's left for you, I think.
Right, so is your screen clear of no spots at the moment, yeah?
Yeah, the one you initially spotted again, I'm sure, pretty certain it... Yeah, that's a different one to me.
Right, that's the one I'm going for. On your call, then, Mr. Paul.
I'm just thinking about where I'm going to aim for it. I remember the spine is quite down from the back, isn't it?
It's on the ridge just before their neck. So the highest point of their back, sort of thing.
Okay, you ready?
I'm aimed down sight, so just got to hold shift on your go.
Okay, I'm just going to let them pop their heads up and then I'll start counting. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, fire. Mine got up and then sucked back down and then got up and ran off.
charging me.
Well, I just shot it again, so... That thing's taking some rounds.
That's down.
Wow.
I don't know whether that was mine or yours initially, but that was the one that charged me, so I'm assuming that was me.
I don't know. I can't confirm. I think you're confirming it.
Can you not confirm it?
Well, I walked up to it and tried. I can't confirm it for some reason.
Oh, I got it. Oh, my first shot was a flesh shot. Too high.
I got rifle 0 on that. That's a bit weird. Because I put a round in the side of it.
I haven't got a shot for you on this. So, where's the other one then?
That was very confusing because I put a cannon round into the side of it, so I don't get that. Where's all the tracks gone?
I don't know, they're over here a bit. Yeah, they were spotted here, so in theory, the blood should be over here.
Ow.
Wow, there's lots of tracks.
Why don't I see any blood? It's like my gun is firing blanks. I saw the one that I shot, like, get up, then drop, and then get back up. So I must have hit it, but I don't see blood.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
I'm well confused by that.
I don't have a positive blood trail at the moment.
Well, there was about 4 bison here, so there must be some... Oh, hang on. I had my gun zeroed at 300 still.
You shot high.
Yeah. But why did it... okay. Okay, I'm going to have to get used to the whole zeroing thing.
Or turn it off and put the wind back on for now.
That would explain it. That's really annoying, though.
Well, it is considering we've just spent, you know, half an hour down the range learning about it.
And then, yeah, then get into the real world and totally forget that you've now got zeroing on your rifle.
And I should have not. Well, in theory, at the point where I shot the initial, I only got a flesh wound, so I needed to shoot it again. But obviously, I didn't get the down in one shot thing for that.
Which way did they run?
Northwest, west-northwest.
Let's try and pick up the tracks then and carry on and find them.
No, that's a deer. That's a deer. Where's the bison tracks then?
This way over. There's one over here. I think they ran north-ish. Yeah, here you go. That's here.
Yeah.
They run north.
Yeah, there's 2 tracks here, so.
Why would 300 not hit a bison, right? I don't know.
Because you're too high, aren't you? Unless you were aiming for its foot, you wouldn't have shot it, because the round would have gone straight over the top of it. I've got runs at the moment.
You got what?
Just got runs. Good afternoon, Paul, Sommy, Mods and Chat. Hunting for New Year's kebabs.
What? Oh, there's one right in front of us. Northeast.
Saw it bolt east, right?
How are you so quiet? We're even running, Jake. It's a skill. Wait, that was a deer track. The skills that you can take to make yourself more quiet. Which one was it now? That reduces your noise generating foliage, grass and leaves, and then moving through vegetation, bushes and shrubs. So that makes a big difference. Got a feeling there was another one somewhere. Further decreases visibility. I think it's that one that mostly does it. You found the track?
Just one. There was another deer around here as well.
You shooting deer or bison then?
That was a bison that I then shot at.
I think there was a group of them. You kind of expect them to regroup. Well, Rye, if you set it for 300, then what it'll do is basically aim higher. Yeah? So the further away something is, the higher you have to shoot. So if I set it for 300, effectively what it's going to do is point the gun up. I aimed roughly between the shoulder blades, just high point of the neck. So I guess it should have either hit the upper part of the neck or gone over the top. It must have gone over the top. They were about 100 meters away. It is a bit weird, but it obviously didn't hit. No, I said effectively. Effectively, it points the gun up, is what I said. I didn't say it pointed the gun up. If it's easier for people learning about this stuff to just think about it that way. It's like pointing the gun up. Think of it that way. It doesn't do that at all. But effectively, that's what happens. No, it's all right. I mean, when you first learn about stuff like this, it kind of, you kind of have to, it has to sink in. It has to sink in why and what's going on. And then you kind of go, oh, right.